Mayor of Weddington. Would you come on up here, Bill? Brenda, you can come too with us.
It's like church. You want people moving to the front pew.
That's right. Especially when you have church.
I'll help you out.
All right. All right. Well, thank you for being here. This is an exciting day for the town of Waxhaw. We've been on a journey that started about 13 years ago when the then board laid out a plan of what we wanted to be like as a town, as an urban village, with town centers and high-density residential and things like that. And we've been progressing along the way. We've excelled at building plan after plan after plan after plan, and then another plan and another plan on top of it. Somewhere along the way, though, we kind of took a pause, stepped back, and last year, in the April time frame, the then board kind of paused and said, we got a great train track going through town, but are we as a town on the right track? And thus the symbolism of the railroad track out there. We actually ask ourselves the question, we've been doing a lot of things, but are we on the right track? And so at that point in time, we took a pause and we established the how, the what, and the values that we're going to live by as a town as we progress. Everything that we have done since then has been built around that vision, that mission, and those values. We budget nothing unless we can tie it back to that. We have no projects that we can't tie back to that. And one of the things that I think is important to talk about and share with you, it started in 2013 or 2003. We're at 2016, 2015 there. This will go on. One of the key responsibilities of this board and past board has always been to take what we've been given and take it to a better place. And that's what we're starting to roll out here with our new branding approach. I'd be remiss if I didn't step back and recognize a key member of that past board, Mike Stewart, who actually was very critical in helping us drive through vision, mission, and values. He brought his business leadership from his business that he was working with to help us get that structure in place. And as a result, we've gained some momentum. This is by far and away my most favorite chart about Waxhaw. If you take nothing else, take that. I love the fact that, well, we could just say number one and then just make a long list, but then we wouldn't have a fancy word poll, and then Jeannie wouldn't be making her salary program. We had to make it look fancy, but we're number one for families as of June 16th in the Southeast. From here to Austin, Texas, we're the number one town for families as of June 20th, June 2016. In North Carolina, we're the number one town in North Carolina for families. Great statement. I think what that proves, though, or what that has shown to the board as we progress, is that Waxhaw is changing. And we have a responsibility to fill the need for everybody. For that growing population, we're up to 16,000. So as Craig Bourne takes a picture and takes it back to the state legislature to highlight the fact that we need some transportation help, you walked into that, Craig. 16,000, growing 300 homes a year, but the average age has dropped about 10 years. We're now the average age of people living in Waxhaw is about 38.8 years of age. I won't mention whom, but I had to do a tutorial on demographics and explain what the greatest generation was. That's how things are shifting in this town. We have quite a group scattered across all age groups. Number one for families. 5th safest city in North Carolina. Actually, we've been on a journey for 3 years. We started out 22nd 3 years ago. We moved up to 14th a year ago, and this year we moved it up to 2. The chief is never satisfied with that, and so now he has Commissioner Stewart, myself, sitting through the Citizens Police Academy class so we can understand all the needs that he has and can support him in his budget so he gets to number 1. All good stuff. We jumped ahead. No, that's okay. Point of all this is that we are on a journey. And one of the most important things that we had to do was bring forward the great work that has been done in the past that started what Waxhaw was from a branding standpoint, and then bring that forward to begin to have a brand and image that every one of us can take forward and be proud of. And starting last fall, we began that work on, if this is who we become, what does that really mean? And so what you're seeing today, we got rid of the old seals. We're bringing out the new seal. We're proud of our heritage, but one of the things that I think is important, and I would ask that you all, in your gift packet when you leave, make sure you read something that really applies to what we mean by heritage. And this is what I wrote in the article for everybody in Waxhaw. Heritage usually implies the past, and there's no question Waxhaw has a rich history. That's where our focus has been for a long time. But heritage, as this board has taken it forward, really comes from the choices we make and the actions we take about our future. We kid Warren Wood, our town manager, on a daily basis. You're working on all the things that have no glamour. Things like words like a comp plan and a UDO, or all the things that sometimes you don't even know what he's talking about, but he does it with a smile on his face and a handout for more money for the board. No. But in the end, we create heritage every day by living our values. And we live our values every day by preserving and sharing what has been important to us and building community together. Growth, we know, represents a challenge, but the shared values of hard work, high standard, family, open space, and appreciation and respect for the past, that's what makes life happen in Waxhaw. For everyone that chooses to work here, live here, play here, in our great town. Our board, our town manager, every staff person that reports to them, we are all about not just any growth, but securing the best growth, smart growth. We'll pursue those opportunities, but we're going to do it while we protect the environment, and we're going to do it while we ensure the quality of life for every one of our citizens that choose to work, live, and play here. And this is what we mean by that. Before you get up, grab your food. The most important thing to take away is that we live in a region. We can't do this, we refuse to do this alone. We have great neighbors in Weddington. We're part of the county, we're part of the state. We do this together, We can't solve it alone. We have to work together to solve the growth challenges we have. But together, tell you what, you help me build Waxhaw, I'll help you build Weddington. And that's why we meet on a monthly basis, to solve those kind of things and how we can come together. So, this is the part where you actually have to you have to see if anybody's paying attention before they get the food. So there's a gift bag. Whoever answers the question correctly, the question that I choose. So when did this all start? A quiz. When did this all start?
14 years.
Yeah, but that's not the question for the quiz.
1889.
What's the next new tagline? There you go. There we go. All right, go get some food. Anybody in one of these shirts, we're happy to answer any question you may have and share the pride that we have in Waxhaw with all of you, because we expect to see you down here on a regular basis. Okay?